bold-faced confession of breaking the electoral law. But it is Nigeria, it's a lawless place. People have no real say. Take a look at this.
Or just a few others to do. The issue of election into office should no longer be the responsibility of state independent electoral commissions, because the system is already skewed. The governors will use it as another means of getting back what they feel they have lost. Because they formed the RISEC, the SEC, I'm sorry, when I say RISEC, I'm talking about River State. They formed the State Independent Electoral Commission and give them handouts. I was chief of staff, I gave handouts. Elections could be written inside chief of staff's office. It was done so in my time. We did so. We'll write the results and hand over to the commission. They will just, their business is going to go and announce. And of course, after announcing the results, if you feel aggrieved, you will present before the tribunal. The tribunal is as set up by the state government. They also have their own handouts. Now, the appeal to whatever decision the tribunal takes is at the state high court. They will also have their handout to do. So what will you do else? You will accept your fate. And it is the reason why in all states where they have conducted election, all the positions were won by the governor's own party. So that suggests democracy. It doesn't. So we're also using this opportunity to plead with the National Assembly to immediately, either by resolution or howsoever, remove the issue of election of local government leadership from the hands of the State Independent Electoral Commission. Let INEC, a body saddled with conduct of elections, be responsible for all elections in Nigeria. It beats our imagination that Ikenga Okocha, who I'm told is from Umukebu, Akokwa, Idato, local government of Imo State, and represents the people in the green chambers. It beats our imagination that his concern, instead of the gully reading roads that characterize his area, instead of the flood issues.
Nuisance, Lele. You see his face. So if I tell you Nigeria is a crime scene, and you get mad because you think I'm just saying that because I just say things. I have evidence every evening, every day. I have evidence of, to show to you that Nigeria is a criminal's den. You have to be a criminal, okay, to survive in that contraption. And that depends on what you've called crime, because some of you have normalized all kind of criminality since you are not caught, since nobody see you. You are just like, Me, I'm a very honest businessman. I hear you. No, listen. But those are the people representing you. A former chief of staff in a state that they ruled and ruined and looted to their satisfaction until one of them decided to turn against the structure, Fubara. Now, they now feel concerned about how horrible the system is. And they know that it is now, they are now outside the beneficiary, the benefit circle. So now they want a reform. It confers to electoral fraud. And they usually write the local government election results in the office of the chief of staff. And they will give it to the state electoral commission to go and announce. While some of you are putting poster, shouting everywhere, wasting your money, participating in the rigged system, telling yourself that you want to use up or Madugo. Now, this area I grew up, my people love me. We are practicing democracy. Come back home and join us. Come back and join us. Is that not your democracy? To make you feel like you are practicing a democracy when you are not. So the National Assembly are now saying that they are going to establish a commission for local governments since the new Supreme Court ruling that they should be collecting their money directly. Now they wanted the governors to stop conducting local government elections. Seyi Makinde was screaming the other day because they said that local government should collect their money. And it pained him so much that he spoke about it like 3 times, press conference, on top this local government money. And he said he conducted election. When they did the election, when Seyi Makinde, contested to be governor, he did not win all of the local government areas in Oyo State. But when he became governor and they did local government elections, PDP won everything. So now that they are saying that the states, like I'm just using him as a contact because he's the one that has publicly reacted to this local government funding and all that too, most. Right? So they said they are establishing another commission. INEC is national. CIEC is the state's independent electoral commission. What are they going to call the local government independent electoral commission? LUGIEC. If you call the national INEC, and you call the one at the state CKEST. Now, what do you call the one they are about to create? LUGIEC. You know, it doesn't have to have meaning. Just flow with that. Local Government Independent Electoral Commission, LUGECO. All of them will have commission, they will have offices, they will have budgets. That local government money where they talk, they want to take do development. Na LUGIEC office, they go first take and build. You go see. So they are already opening the door for how the money will go, and it will never still get to you. Break up this contraption and save lives. You will be saving a lot of lives if you genuinely team together, bond together, and break up this hellhole. You'll be breaking the spell. You'll be breaking the curse. You'll be breaking whatever it is that has made it impossible for majority to see the light and end this madness. You will be breaking all that. So when they tell you to participate in their charade, please know what you are participating in. Today, let's start from yesterday. Yesterday, a court also ruled that the removal of Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu was unconstitutional and it was returned. Meanwhile, Obaseki had already appointed a new deputy governor. Wala Shabi say this morning, Philip Shaibu sent a message to the Edo people. And this afternoon, Benin knew that it was almost war. I can't show you the video. One police officer got killed. One person died. And I think about 2 people also, received gunshot wounds. They said they were the Obaseki thugs when Shaibu led a convoy of himself and security because they reinstated the security. And they were headed for the government house to go and resume work. What happened to the deputy governor that is there now? I said, Wahala started. Go on to Mayegun's diary political on Facebook. Quickly, you will see where the shooting, the stoning. They said they were thugs, stopping him from approaching the government house because the governor said they were going to appeal the judgment. So Phyllis Shaibu is only coming to make a trouble. The judgment will be appealed. Shaibu should wait. I was like, no, I'm not waiting. So he gave this message. I don't know if you've seen it this morning. I don't know where he is now. I tell you.
My fellow citizens of Edo State, I come before you today with a grateful heart and uplifted spirit as your deputy governor. For the past 7 years, I must say it has not been an easy journey. We have had many struggles and unsettling events that have shook our beloved state. What you have mentioned among these was the illegal impeachment orchestrated by the Edo State House of Assembly, which was not just an affront to my personality, but a direct assault on the democratic value we share. This move was a grave leap towards dictatorship, endangering the very foundation of our democracy. Let me reiterate that this impeachment was conceived solely because of my decision to run for the Edo State 2024 governorship election under the People's Democratic Party, PDP. An ambition which is not just my right as a freeborn home boy of Edo State, but a legitimate right afforded to all Nigerians. It is in justice that the ordering of society is centered, said Aristotle. My life work has been dedicated to serving the people of Edo State with integrity and sincerity. I have served you for 7 years tirelessly, uplifting our citizens, strengthening democratic institutions, and upholding the principle of democracy and justice. In return, I was deprived my fundamental human rights, maltreated, oppressed, and yet remain resolute. As I promised and swore to an oath to serve not just few individuals, but the people of Edo State. It is injustice which draws strength. Therefore, I wish to thank you. I thank Nigerian police and other law enforcement agencies for their constant and conscious effort to ensuring that peace is maintained in our dear state, especially at this time we are getting ready for 2024 governorship election. Truth has always conquered lies, and the rule of law prevails over lawlessness. My confidence in our democratic values shall always stand strong. My name has been vindicated by God. I sincerely want to thank the judiciary, who have shown a consistent and upright resolve to defend our democracy. I thank the good citizens of Edo State, indeed all Nigerians who believe in democracy and justice and stood with us during this crisis. Tyranny and oppression has no place in our modern democracy. We must resist those who seek to undermine our freedom and trample on our rights. To all those trying to frustrate our striving democracy with illicit actions, with the aim of throwing our dear Edo State into confusion, always remember, posterity will judge you for your betrayal and blatant abuse of office. The voice of the common man remains in the hands of the judiciary, and they have once again affirmed that the judiciary remains the last hope of the common man. My appreciation also goes to the religious leaders, traditional institutions, led by our royal father, His Royal Majesty, Omonoba Nedo Okwapolopolo, Oba Ewari II, Ogidigan, the Oba of Benin. Oba Atokpe is to the people of Edo State, I reaffirm my commitment to you and to the values that unite us. I am determined to continue to serve you I will not be intimidated by those who seek to undermine our democracy. I will continue to fight for the rights and freedom of all Edolites and Nigerians at large. Together, Edo State shall rise as a beacon of hope it has always been known for, bestowing strength, growth, progress, and prosperity back to the grassroots. Thank you for your unwavering support. God bless Edo State. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Nuisance leleyi. Nuisance leleyi.
So that we don't let the truth be lost on us, okay? About nuisance, you know what I mean? Well, again, Obaseki that removed him was showing of flexing his own muscle too. Another criminal that some Edo people would not like me to say. And have some of them would actually like, they will remove clothes because of Obaseki. Give us the proof that Obaseki is a failure. I had two of them who came onto my platform to ask me. And yet, the evidence is everywhere. Do you know what Obaseki has done in Edo? I said, no, tell me. You must come with some evidence that Obaseki said, you know what I mean? So there's no way I have not seen people in any way found ground to defend all these rogues that you have in that contraption. So when we say you love your criminals more than the others, don't generalize. That means share. Anyway, you know, the whole thing is scattered, and I believe that you know, one is not better than the other, so they should just have stuck together and just, you know, walk away, get out of that place. And the power tussle between them led to Obaseki, right? Going this route, a shameless one indeed, I would say. Get rid of him because I told him not to run for governor. He is not loyal to me anymore. He disobeyed me. And yeah, he showed his power, brought out the House of Assembly, and got his deputy removed unconstitutionally. But the Obaseki people said, no, nobody attack Philip. Now, Philip Shaibu people, they attack people. I was like, okay, send me a clip. And I was sent two. So I put them together. Here, from the scene of Shaibu returning to government house as deputy governor. So who is stopping who? So, like I said, you need to go and see that video on Mayegun's Diary Politico, where they were being shot at, and those guys were throwing stones. So these are the touts that were leading Shaibu because they heard that Obaseki people have already blocked the road. They can't pass. So when they finally clash, like I said, I can't share the video. It's too like pa 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 pa. And they killed one policeman. Today, I don't know if they've killed another. But let's go to Enugu. Let's leave them in Benin for now. Let's go to Enugu. Yesterday, right? In fact, a few days ago, the PDP governors, they had what they call the summit or conference, or I don't know. It was just all of them coming together, all the PDP governors in Nigeria. And then they issued a resolution which includes that they will now have to defend Fubara against Wiki, Bala from Bauchi, the one that told us that all the Fulanis from all over the world sees Nigeria as their ancestral home that they will always come back to. Nigerians should stop reacting as if to say it's a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, they should welcome them. That guy is now the PDP Governors Forum chairman, and he's the one who is reading the resolution. Let's go listen quickly.
You don't want to stay there and talk to you.
Distinguished members of the press, communique issued by the PDP Governors Forum at the end of its meeting in Enugu State on Wednesday, 17th July 2024. The PDP Governors Forum, under my leadership, held a meeting at Enugu State Government House, Enugu, on Wednesday, July 17, 2024. The meeting deliberated on a wide range of issues that border on our critical national interests. The state of our party, particularly the forthcoming Congress, the unprecedented hardship faced by a majority of Nigerians as a result of the dismal performance of the APC-led federal government, the minimum wage negotiations, and the recurring issue of intergovernmental relations with special reference to local government autonomy and funding. 3. Following an exhaustive discussion and consultations with all the organs of the party, as you can see here, the National Working Committee and all the other organs, BOT and the rest, the meeting resolved as follows. 1. Upcoming congresses. In the spirit of the founding fathers of our great party, who adopted internal democracy as the fundamental principle on which our party was built, the congresses leading to the election of the party leaders at the various tiers must be all-inclusive, transparent, fair, and in strict compliance with the constitution of our party. B. To ensure the successful conduct of the congresses across the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, off-season elections. On the off-season election in Edo and Ondo, the forum admonishes all the parties to the election to ensure that campaigns are issues-based, violence-free, and in strict compliance with the provisions of the Electoral Act. Urges the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to provide a level playing field that guarantees transparent, fair, and unimpeachable elections, as any act of bias will be totally resisted. Urges Mr. President to show leadership as a true Democrat by refraining from making any statement suggestive of political interference in the entire process. The economy. The forum notes with dismay and grave concern the mismanagement of the economy by the APC-led federal government. Minimum wage negotiations. The minimum wage negotiations are becoming unduly protracted in the face of the attendant unprecedented hardship and impoverishment of the majority of the people. The forum resolves as follows. The labor's demand for a substantial salary raise is eminently justified and therefore commands the total support of the forum. B. While the forum fully supports labor's demand, agreement must take into consideration the ability to pay by the subnational, the federal government, and the third tier of government. B. While negotiations are ongoing, we appeal for restraint in both utterances and actions that could lead to the complete breakdown of law and order and ultimately the collapse of the economy. Supreme Court ruling on local government allocation. The Forum believes in the efficacy of the local government system, which ensures that governance is brought closer to the people as provided in the Constitution. The Forum also will continue to support the autonomy of the local governments as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Restoring the nation's past glory. The Forum regrets that the 16